Do you have an older graphics card that's maybe not performing as well as it used to, or the temperatures are getting a little bit too high?
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Or are you a PC flipper who's buying and selling used graphics cards all the time? If you are one of these two people and you haven't taken a graphics card apart to replace the thermal paste and consider painting it for aesthetics, then this is the video for you to watch. I'm going to be taking apart an old Asus 2070 Super graphics card, cleaning off the old paste, repasting it, putting it back together, and then painting all the external shroud and backplate, etc. white to match into a white build, and you can absolutely do it too. Let's go ahead and get it done. If you're looking at the top of your graphics card, you're going to see two different types of screws going through the backplate. The first are these larger ones, and as I'm showing here, and these are what attaches your PCB to your cooler. These smaller screws indicated here typically hold the shroud onto the backplate or the PCB. So you're going to need to take them all out, but just understand they do two different things. Once you've removed all the screws and you carefully remove the shroud from the GPU, make sure to stop. Take note of these fan headers here, or here's a little bit better view of them, and make sure you don't just pull the whole thing apart and rip the headers off of the PCB. If the graphics card has never been taken apart before for cleaning or repasting, just be careful, take your time, slowly take it apart, take the backplate off, and then remove the PCB from the cooler, and you're ready to check out your thermal paste. As you can see, this card has never been taken apart before, and the thermal paste looks really old. It's dried up. It's not really doing anything. The thermal pads are still in pretty good shape. They're not cracked. They're still pretty soft, so those are still usable. Won't need to be replaced, but we're definitely going to need to get this old thermal paste off of here. And to do this, there's really only two things that you need. You're going to need some 91% isopropyl alcohol, which you can get from Walmart or CVS or Walgreens or wherever you want to look. It's all over the place in a little plastic bottle, and some Q-tips. And you're just going to soak the Q-tips in a little isopropyl alcohol, rub it on there till it comes right off, dry it off with a cloth or a paper towel or something until the die and the cooler contact surface are both completely clean. And your next step is going to be applying your new thermal paste. Now you can see here I'm using Arctic MX4. I like this one because it's really budget friendly. You can get a nice big tube of it on Amazon, I think for like 12 bucks or something like that. So it works great when you're putting paste on a lot of different things like GPUs and CPUs. It helps keep that cost reasonable. You're going to see a bunch of different ways that people will say you can apply the thermal paste to the die. You can see here I just put a little pea-size amount in the middle of the die, spread it out with a spatula so it's flat all the way across for an even contact surface. Then after that, you're going to reassemble the GPU, but in this particular case, we're also going to paint some of it white, so it's not going to go totally back together just quite yet. The front of this particular GPU has an RGB effect, and it also says Geforce RTX and Asus. This is the part that you're going to see the most. This is the front of the GPU. So I did want to keep that part black with the white letters. I thought it would look pretty good. I didn't have any painter's tape, so as you can see here, I just used some electrical tape, taped it up, and then into the box it went for painting along with the backplate. And you're just going to go back and forth across the parts. It's going to take multiple coats in order to get it a good solid color, but now let's check it out. And here's the finished product, all assembled back together, painted in white. I think it looks absolutely incredible. The tape could have been maybe a little bit more precise. I always get a little bit impatient when I'm taping it up, but overall I think it looks really good, and compared to being all black and a white build, having the white shroud and the white backplate is going to make a huge difference. I also went through and cleaned it all up, dusted it out. This thing is performing absolutely excellent. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you'll feel confident to know that you can take apart a graphics card, repaste it if you're having performance issues or the temperatures are just getting too high, and give a try to paint one, especially if you're doing a flip and you're doing a white build and you have a black card. It can make a huge difference to really up the aesthetics, so consider that. It's not too bad. Please consider liking the video, leaving a comment, and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see you on the next one.